Waking Up with
Shivraj Prashad, your host on Good Morning Grammar. Now this show is really all about you. If you hear someone using poor grammar, pronunciation, or just enunciating ideas poorly, instead of being rude and correcting them, just turn them over to our Good Morning Grammar experts. It's Friday Fun, and this episode is dedicated to a listener who sent in this message.
Hi Shivraj, thank you for inviting me on your lovely show. I am so excited, and a very good morning to the listeners of Good Morning Grammar. I'm Shruti Mathur, news presenter and radio jockey by profession. Been associated with the media industry for close to 7 years now, and I'm based out of Hyderabad. So a few things that really irk me are when people end their sentences with prepositions, especially the unnecessary ones. And when people use I and me incorrectly, that really bothers me as well. Also the wrong placement of apostrophes, wrong usage of tenses, writing huge sentences without any sense of punctuation, like comma, colon, semicolon where required, or even a full stop for that matter. There's a lot that's cringeworthy, I'm sure you'd agree. But I think these top the list for me. So what's funny, Shivraj? Every time I would correct someone, they'd frown. And eventually I gave up on correcting them. And that is exactly what bugs me, because people think you're being a smart ass. They refuse to correct themselves when it comes to grammar for some reason that I have not been able to comprehend so far. And about how they can get better, well, I strongly believe listening and reading helps. That's how I know I got better. I watch a lot of international English news channels. I read a lot of articles about everything and anything. If there's something that interests me, I tend to dig deep. And I also believe that research really helps because, you get to see different types of narrations on one topic by different people, the sentence formations, choice of words, etc. That'll help give you an idea as well, a perspective about how you would want to narrate to someone a particular topic. Let's talk about the industry you and I belong to, the media. What Indian media has been producing in terms of content in the recent times has been absolutely rubbish. The screen appearance, the overusage of jargon, long never-ending headlines, grammatically incorrect scripts. What can be done better? And I think this applies for everything. Keeping sentences short, crisp and to the point. I think it's important to reach out to viewers and listeners in first person. Also think it's important to keep, the tense simple and present and watch what others are doing, the ones are better than you, your competitors. That way I think you can tend to learn a lot. Another thing to do is, in a way to better your skills as well, is replace phrases with to the point words instead of, for example, you can use for instance or let's say or in a similar case, in a similar manner, etc. You get the drift. Likewise, with words like happy, replace them with ecstatic, glad or pleased, mad with angry, furious, outraged, or sad with devastated, disappointed, remorseful. Again, depending on the context. There's a lot that a person can do to improve their grammar, their sense of, the language altogether, their understanding of the language. But I think these are some really quick tips and tricks that I'd like to share with you. And if someone wants to reach out, they can hit me up on Facebook or Twitter. My name is Shruti Mathur. And my Twitter handle is shru_Mathur, which is SHRU_MATHUR. And Shivraj, thank you again for having me on your show. It was an absolute pleasure.
You too can feature on any episode by sending in your request or feedback with a voice message on WhatsApp on +91 962 547 5442 or via email at shivraj@brevis.in. We'd be happy to read out your message here or even play it on an entire Friday special episode. Have a good day and stay tuned for another fresh episode of Good Morning Grammar.